Hi, welcome back to this week's episode. And today we're going to be talking to you all things blogging because we're about to hit wedding season and we are lots of weddings coming up over the next few months. And we want you to be able to be blogging about them, getting seen, getting more visible. And we just wanted to give you an outline about what to say and how to explain your wedding in a blog that makes it readable, because it's one thing being at the wedding and it's another thing putting pen to paper or typing it all out for your website, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, you've probably all been there. You've had a beautiful wedding and you've gone home and then you've not done anything with that beautifulness and the images and the love and the happiness on the day, when actually that makes for great content. So
Yeah, for
today
sure.
we're going to be going through all of that for you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are blogging inside of their business and they're blogging about frequently asked questions that they might get asked or topics inside the wedding industry, which, yes, you should be blogging about. This makes great content. It makes great SEO content, and it's really good to set you up as an expert in your niche. But also, your past weddings make really great content because it helps you target your ideal client. They're then able to see exactly what your style is like, what it's like to work with you. You might get a few quotes from the couple if you're maintaining a good relationship with them that you can put in to your blog that explains what your processes are like and what it is like for them to be one of your couples. And it really, a picture says 1,000 words, isn't it? Scattered then with wonderful words about the wedding, the choices that the couple made, how you were involved, how you took one of their ideas and elevated that and gave them a special experience. Is just going to help show off your work to more people and really attract those ideal clients to you as well. Okay, so first when you're coming up with a blog, I think it's definitely great to have a bit of a plan. And today we're going to give you a little bit of a framework that you can go away and use this framework when you are blogging about past weddings. And with wedding season about to start, there's no better time for you to start doing this.
No, there is absolutely no excuse. And what I would say is, with the framework that we give you today, is moving forward when you are working your weddings, just be mindful of these things that we're going to say today, because then you can harness that information effectively rather than it being an afterthought, which is not what we want at all.
No. So the first thing for you to think about when you're coming to blogging about weddings is think about what it was that you absolutely loved about the wedding and anything of the couple's journey, of the couple's wedding, of the experience, of the time that you worked together that you would love to do again. In other words, what made it so special? What made this wedding absolutely perfect for you to be involved in? What made these couples your ideal couples? So, for example, it could be the venue was gorgeous, and actually including venues is really good for getting keywords into your blogs as well. So then when people are searching for venues in your area, maybe specifically that venue, your content will show up as long as you put in the work with your SEO as well. So not only then are couples going to be able to see a real life wedding at their particular venue that they're checking out, that is going to put you in massive good stead with other suppliers, because they're going to be like, wow, you're an expert. You've already done a wedding at this gorgeous venue that we're considering as couples, and I can see for myself how beautiful and stunning your work is, and I can really imagine myself getting married here. And it's just a really easy way to then sell your services. So absolutely blog about past venues that you've worked at and the wedding. So yeah, that's one thing that you can think about, that was something that really pulled you in terms of that wedding that you'd like to love again. Or maybe it was a styling element that they had that really blew you away, and you'd love to attract more clients that want to have the same sort of experience or the same theme in the wedding. So maybe it was like a more boho wedding, or maybe they had a Bridgerton kind of vibe going on. Whatever it is, think about what was it about this wedding that made you love it, and what would make you want to do that sort of thing again?
And I think it's more than just a great way for keywords. It's coming up with kind of the angle of your blog sometimes can be a little bit difficult, but this thinking about what made that wedding magnificent is a great way to start your blog. It's really hard sometimes when you're sat there and you're thinking, okay, come on, blog words, come to me. But if you're just jotting down what you love, what made it magnificent, what parts of the wedding would you think, oh yeah, I'd love to do that again. These are really great like things to help you come up with the angle of your blog.
It makes for a much more engaging introduction
Yeah.
than talking about the wedding chronologically. If you're talking about what was exciting about the wedding, what you loved about that wedding, and then go into kind of the details.
So starting your blog in this way is a much more engaging introduction than starting, like chronologically, like first this happened, then that happened, next that happened. It really sets the scene a lot better.
Yeah, and it makes it much more exciting and makes you feel like that passion for your work really comes through. If you're talking about what you loved about the couple, what you loved about the venue, what you loved about their style, that is much, much better reading material than just talking about at 10 a.m. we did this, at 11 a.m. then the bride. It just makes for better reading and actually makes you come across different, and that's what we want for you to stand out for sure.
Yeah, really injects those beautiful emotive words, the ones that your ideal clients are absolutely going to love, and it makes for nicer reading as well. And that kind of segues us on nicely to our next point, and it is just don't relay what happened in the order that it happened, exactly like Katie just said.
Yeah, you want to cover like the hows and the whys, like how did this happen, why did the couple choose what they chose? Can you help take those readers inside the mind of the couple? Can you get them to imagine what it is like not only to work with you, but also what the feelings are going to be like on their day? Can you help emotionally connect them to the wedding rather than just aesthetically show them a load of photographs? Tell the story of the wedding, and it's going to make a much better read and a much bigger difference to the finished product as well. Also, it's really important to add in any background information that your couples might have told you. So if you have a CRM or however you're collecting information from your couples, then chances are that you're going to have some notes already. What was important to the couple? Why did they choose what they did? And this is going to help give you loads of useful information for your blog post. And so you can really add some background information into the day that paints even more of a picture. Specific solution for something might even resonate with another couple reading it, who see it and think, yes, that's exactly what I want. And now I know that this wedding supplier was vibing with it, I'm going to book them too. And this really helps with that why as well. So extra information is so helpful when it comes to how to blog your latest wedding. You could even send your couples a post-wedding questionnaire if you want to as well. But another useful tool that you can do to use to help you write your blog is any Pinterest boards or Instagram saved collections that they shared with you. It just helps you paint that picture of not just the wedding day, but the whole wedding journey as well.
Yeah, and even if you don't have any Pinterest boards or any Instagram saved collections that they've shown you, this in itself is a great talking point, because you can explain that your couple didn't want that cookie cutter wedding. So it was a complete creative collaboration from the very start. They said, we don't have a Pinterest board, but we want this kind of vibe with that kind of vibe. Is that possible? And then you can really say, we really had some fun coming up with this amazing, unique, once in a lifetime wedding. And also, I was just going to say, and don't forget as well to big up your fellow suppliers that you've worked with on the day, that you know have had an involvement with that wedding as well. Blogging Real Weddings provides you with that perfect space to pick up those fellow suppliers who worked with you. We all want that SEO tag or that social share and those backlinks.
Just being good practice of getting the details of the suppliers. But if there was somebody there that really knocked it out of the park and did a special job, don't be afraid to big them up, mention them. You'll make a friend in the industry, but you'll also show future couples that you're a people person and trustworthy, which we know is going to make them prioritize you because they're going to know and trust you. But because not only are they then getting a wedding supplier when they book you, but they're also getting a trusted source who can help them with any recommendations if it gets all a little bit overwhelming. In that post-wedding questionnaire or inside your CRM, get the details of the wedding planner that they use, the photographer that they use, the florist, etc. Anybody that you need to know, the venue stylist, stationer, in order to be able to blog about the wedding. Not only then are you likely to get some social shares that is going to open up your audience as well, but you can always blog share that with your fellow suppliers and get some backlinks too.
That's a really good idea. That helps with the workload as well. And that's a win. So the next thing I want to talk about is the aesthetic of your blog, how it looks, how the text is. And it's really important that you are breaking up your text when you are blogging. No one's going to sit there and read 10 paragraphs that are just like squashed in next to each other. So break it up. Studies have shown that we do read in like an F shape, which is really interesting. So scanning the left-hand side of the text first and then scanning the first line of each kind of block of text. So this means that you should really chop up your content into shorter sections where possible and split them up with headings and, you know, highlighting bits of information that is really important, and also putting loads of beautiful imagery in there as well, because weddings are visual and creative, and all you've got to do is get in touch with the photographers from the day, if you're not a photographer yourself, and go, hey, can I have some of those images, please? I will share them in my blog and give you a backlink. And I'm sure they'll be more than happy to do that.
Couples as well, like your couples are going to have images from the wedding they can share for sure. So yeah, you can also split up that text by placing images throughout your blog so that is splitting up the text. Using headers, you could put a quote in there from the couple, anything that is just going to break up huge blocks of text. And the final thing we want to say, I think that we've stormed this topic today, Roxy. This is going to be short and sweet, to the point. Then you can go away, have all of the tools in your arsenal to blog amazing wedding. Is about repurposing your content. We love to repurpose content, don't we? Because it takes a long time to get content together. But if you blog well, this can be a content that just keeps on giving. One blog post can give you Instagram posts, Instagram graphics, reels that you can use, Pinterest pins. Go and share and repurpose your blog across the internet and keep resharing it. It will help you just reach all the people you need it to reach. You could do, the blog post could be so-and-so's venue wedding or so-and-so's perfect, then insert the style that they're having wedding. Then you could turn it into an Instagram graphic, which is 5 ways to incorporate modern and vintage into your wedding. Then you can turn that into a reel or a TikTok. Come with me behind the scenes of this wedding, or come and watch the wedding from my point of view, however you want to do it. But make sure that you are repurposing that content for sure.
You could even go as far as using parts of the blog that you've wrote as a kind of mini script, so you can do a piece to camera talking about that wedding and just, you know, pull your blog up so you've got some of the information there. We do love to repurpose, and it's something that, you know, you're going to thank your past self for. I absolutely promise you that. We always say, like, I know you say it a lot, don't you, Katie? Like, oh, I love past Katie. Thank you so much for doing this for me.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm like, you'll come to do something, you're like, oh, I wish you did that. Oh,
yeah, it's just about being organised though, isn't it? And thinking about things in advance rather than as an afterthought, because that's not right. You don't want to be chasing your tail. So just get on with blogging, guys, but do it in a way that's really easy. So remember that when you're at these weddings, to even just take a little notebook with you and jot some stuff down as you go. I've not got a great memory when I'm busy, so that for someone like me would be great to then be able to refer back to my little notebook and go, oh, okay, I remember that happened, and then you can insert that into your blog. Make life easy for yourself, guys. Come on now.
Yeah. And if you are somebody that is only blogging about past weddings, or perhaps you're somebody that is not blogging about past weddings, but you are blogging about tips and hints, you do need to have a mixture of the two. So definitely for your SEO content and to be reaching new couples, to be blogging about a mixture of both. So these blog posts, blogging about past weddings, gives you opportunity to mention venues, gives you opportunity to mention other suppliers that your couples might already be checking out. It gives you also the opportunity to increase your audience by sharing that blog with other suppliers. They could then share that on their Instagram and their social media too, perhaps on their website. They might see that you were the planner for this wedding, or you were the photographer for that wedding, and you tick the box for that couple too, which further expands your reach. So it's not good enough, and it's not going to work for you to just have a blogging strategy which is purely past weddings. And similarly as well, it's not going to work for you to just have a blogging strategy that is just purely about education and giving them hints, tips, behind the scenes advice. You do need to have a combination of the both.
You do. And this brings us on nicely to how we can help you do this. So we have a service called the Content Club, and this was something that we wanted to do for the industry for a long time, and then we pulled it all together. So it's called the Content Club, and it's basically a done for you wedding industry content service, which includes 5 blogs each and every month, covering a whole host of wedding planning subjects. You also get your social media sorted too, so that's even like a bigger win. Done for you branded tiles with the captions to go along with them as well. You also get reel templates. You also get Instagram story templates as well.
Yeah, it's like a complete content service for the wedding industry. So if you're somebody that struggles with your writing, I know that Roxy, you don't particularly enjoy writing, do you? In that way, she's nodding along. But if you're somebody that doesn't particularly enjoy writing, that's fine. Like, we didn't get into the industry to be content writers, and this really is what we wanted to do for the wedding industry. We know that you didn't get into the industry to sit in front of your laptop for hours and hours on end creating endless bits of marketing content. So let us do it for you. So each and every month, you get 5 blogs that are written on different subjects inside the industry that give people all the knowledge they need for you to be the expert in the field. You can edit them, you can insert your keywords, you can insert bits about yourself, tone of voice, and then just schedule them out. We give you 5 each and every single month, so you can go in and choose the ones that fit your business best. And then next month, there's 5 new ones as well, and we keep them really topical as well. So inside there, we cover key trends that are going on, whether that is color trends that come out each and every single year, or whether we're seeing a spike in engagements at a certain period of time, or whether we're talking about Bridgerton was a massive trend last year, and when the new season came out, we did a few posts all about Bridgerton fever, which really, you know, makes you current, makes you stand out, and makes you that expert in your field as well, all without you having to write anything yourself. They're not skeleton blogs either that are naff. We really go in depth on the subjects as well, which really make you stand out as that expert in your field. So if you want to check that out, it is a low cost, only £24 a month. You can cancel absolutely anytime, and the content is all yours as well, so you don't need to credit us at all. Each blog is between kind of 500 and 1100 words, so you've got some juicy content in there, and then you can forget about it. You can go in, you can spend 20 minutes, guys. All it's going to take you to just edit that blog, insert some keywords, and schedule it out, and you can forget about it. So we know that people inside Content Club are saving at least 4 hours a month purely on the blogging aspect alone, and then they're saving as well. Those of them that use the social media templates as well are saving even more time. So you don't have to just use it for the blogging, you can use it for the social media as well, or you can do it the other way around. If you think you've got your social media covered and you like your vibe and you like the style over there and you're confident with that, but you want to use it for the blogging, it's absolutely fine. You can dip in and out of it and use whatever you want inside.
Yeah.
So if you want to go and check that out, we'll put the link in the show notes. It's £24 a month.
Less than £1 a day, guys. Come on now. Less than £1 a day.
And you can cancel that anytime as well. So you can go in, hop in, see if it's for you. If it's not, there's no hard feelings, but we know that you're going to love it. So definitely go and check that.
You do. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you get a notification when a brand new episode of the Wed Pro podcast lands. We know you're going to be busy with weddings this season, so we are going to keep them short and sweet, just like this, just how we like it. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to leave us a lovely review. It really helps us keep bringing you that amazing content that we know you love, but we want to hear that you love it. We don't just want to hear 3 months down the line that you listen to our podcast. Go and leave us a review, please.
Helps others to find us as well. So
Yeah.
listening, keep on going, and
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, keep on keeping on. We know that the next few months are going to be busy for you. Stay hydrated, get lots of sleep.
I love that tip. You say that one every time. Stay hydrated.
No, I'm awful at it. I'm awful at it. And just, you've broke my trail of thought.
Basically, see you on the next episode, everyone. Bye.